Afternoon, everybody. As you can see, finally finished. Latest carving. It's a little bit different than what I've been normally doing. Over the summer I was doing some custom work for a buddy of mine. Opened up a jiu-jitsu studio, so I was doing some benches, wooden bleachers. But on my free time, I figured I'd give this a try. This is an idea I've been kicking around for a better part of a year or two, is to try and do either a big, like a cow or a bull skull with the horns. Something about the horns I really wanted to get into. So this is a little something what I tried. It didn't turn out exactly what I wanted, but the wood sort of told me to make, it started turning out a little bit like a dragon skull. I think a little too much Game of Thrones action was going on, but I wanted to send it out there and describe it a little bit to you. So as you see, everything was done in pine, simply because I didn't know if it was going to work out. So again, the horns were separate pieces. The main head was a lamination of 3 pieces of pine that I glued together. Standard stuff out of your big box store, Home Depot. It was about 1 3/8 pine by 7 1/4. I layered 3 layers together, cut out the general shape, and started carving away. It took the better part of 2 months. Let me just sort of move this around for you, get different angles. You can see in the back of it here, I hollowed it out just a little bit, one, to lighten it, and I wanted to hide where the rod was going to go for the base. We'll show that in a minute. Standard pine, stained it with a walnut Danish finish. Wanted to give it a little bit of a darker look. I think if I were to do it again, the horns probably be out of a nice dark black walnut, maybe the head out of a poplar maple. I think that would give a nice contrast to have a lighter wood with a dark horns. I still like the way it came out. This is a good, probably about 2.5 feet total in length. The head's about 15-16 inches, obviously no more than about 7 inches wide. Let me show you a little bit the tools that I was using to go through it. Have them here lined up while I put this on the base. So of course we have our standard carving chisels and straight chisels. Spoke shave, that was something new. I found that very useful when making the horns. A good way to do that overall round shaping. These 2 tools here, not common, but I took a carving course once, and the professor or the instructor got us all onto, it's basically, if you go to any kitchen store, graters, standard graters. This is more on the pull side. I have another one here that allows you to do it on the push side. I find that has a little more control. Great for shaping wood. Really lasts a long time. This one I've worn down. It's pretty smooth in the middle, but the ends are still nice and sharp. I picked up this other one with a much better handle. And these are something new as well I picked up. They're Hss Burrs for my Dremel. Really lets you get into the eye sockets and details. Picked these up on Amazon. I think it was, I think total maybe $18 for 10 pieces. Really came in handy. These are something new. Fantastic. Can't say enough about it. Really let me chew through a lot of wood. So if we go back, you can see the base that I made for it. Standard pine, of course, at the base. This was the way it started. I think 1 3/8 by about 7 1/4 wide. So the head is 3 of these laminated together. The base is just obviously one of the parts that I had cut off. Just painted white. What we have here is I got a brass rod, 3/8 thick, simply through the base. Allows it to be on nice display. Going to put this probably on the either coffee table or an end table next to the sofa. 3 coats of polyurethane really made it pop. Nice shine to it. Really shows off some of the curves. Overall, Turned out really good. I didn't have an idea in mind, didn't have a plan, just sort of let the wood talk and tell me what to shape it as. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Got to see what I was up to for the last better part of 2 months. A good 2 weeks we're hand sanding alone, so get used to that. You'll wear out your shoulders a bit. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll try and get videos a little sooner. If you like this and the other videos I have, please hit the subscribe button at the bottom and have yourself a great day. Thanks.